Good morning. Got ready to leave the house real early today because there's a shot that I made up in my mind that I really want to get. Let's do this.
Close your eyes, get out your skin. Only this matter, let it in. If I could, I would be right here with you. In this world of ticking clocks, I hope I'm getting through.
In recent years, I've been through a lot of hot situations, which made it even more surprising to me that I got so nervous preparing to get this shot. I knew I didn't have a lot of experience in this exact type of shooting, and I also knew that I would only have 1, 2, 3 minutes to get this shot right, or the sun would be way too far up. I guess the context made me feel way more out of control than usual, which was kind of the point. So here's the plan. I thought about having to create a new channel banner for my YouTube channel. And then the idea popped into my mind to do it in front of our palace in Stuttgart. For inspiration, I had looked at Risa's channel and at her combination of using a cinematic photo, let's say, as the entire banner, and of using a photo of her with the sunlight outline as the profile photo. And those two ideas combined with my thinking around what opportunities I have at hand created in a flash pretty much this idea in my head. The palace in the background, my head positioned slightly higher than the roof of the palace, and then the sunlight hitting me from behind. Well, just a sketch, right? We don't need nothing more right now. Now with YouTube banners in particular, there are a few extra tricky complications. The official dimensions still are 2560 by 1440 pixels, so standard 16 by 9. But if you've seen any YouTube channel, you know that on any non-TV device, there's only a slice of that entire photo visible at the top. So that safe zone is 2560 still in width, but only 423 pixels in height, which is less than a third of that entire height. And on phones, that safe zone shrinks even more, and we only have 1546 pixels available to us in width. So all the major components of the photo need to be inside this small box here to still, of course, convey the message and make sense. But at the same time, that photo in general, the whole one, needs to be large enough to fill the entire screen on larger devices so that I don't have to fill in additional artificial components just to complete the image. And I didn't know where exactly the sun would rise up behind the palace. And again, knowing that I would only have a couple of minutes to get that shot right before the sun is too far up, I just had to go for it. Does this work? I guess let's start experimenting. Satellite away. Also brought my second camera just for the memes. Sun's coming up.
think I did it. I actually got the shot.
There are rare moments when the way that you're describing a human experience just really clicks with another person. And if it happens with multiple people, I know that it's special. And the description of life sometimes feeling like you're stepping on the gas and the brake at the same time is one of them. It feels like on the one hand, you're so excited to go after something, and at the same time, you're feeling so paralyzed that you can't even take a single step. You're sitting rooted in your chair, and yet in your body, it feels like you're going at 200 miles an hour. It's like in American football when the attacking and defending lines crash into each other. There's so much energy, but it's stuck in place, canceling itself out. The usual temptation is going after more knowledge and more information, but that usually just turns into another rock sitting on that brake. The real question is, how can you free yourself from that self-inflicted mental prison? How can you get your foot off the brake and allow yourself to flow? That was the point why I challenged myself to take this new channel banner, to share the story of taking it with you, so that hopefully it's going to inspire a new idea for you. Oh, and one more thing. Getting your foot off the brake is also the only way to allow life's coincidences, or rather synchronicities, to happen. Those things that you did not only not expect, but that you literally can't expect. As I was standing in front of the palace for about 2 hours, people started coming up and talking to me, taking an interest and telling their stories. I got to meet Nitish, who's an Indian robotics engineer, who's lived in San Francisco in the heart of Silicon Valley, who's now living in Delft in the Netherlands, which is synchronistically the hometown of my very favorite painter in the world, Johannes Vermeer. I got to meet Rajab from Malaysia, who works at Porsche and who spent some time at the HQ here in Stuttgart. And it's moments like this that make me contemplate the question, what could life actually be like if you allowed yourself to be free?